The introduction
Hi, COVID kids.
is
This will be
long.
our last
kids.
broadcast of the math class.
The introduction
Before
is
we
long.
move seats.
Okay, stop talking to the COVID kids. There we go. The introduction is long, but what we're doing is actually super easy. But I'm kind of introducing a new thing, so it's going to take me a hot minute. So you can write some of this down, but mostly you want to do the problems at the end. So here we go. We are now
I don't
moving
wanna be
into
straight.
solving quadratic equations. So the first thing we need to know is what the hell the word quadratic
Yes, you
means.
did choose.
And here's what I need you to write down somewhere on your paper. These are going to be problems that all have dun 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 an x squared in them, right? They're all going to have an x squared. And that means we're not going to get answers like 7. We're going to get answers like 7 and 3. You can on the back.
But like under one.
Oh, under right next to a solving quadratic equation notes, you could write it right next to it. Oh. Because there's not that much for this beginning part. But here's what's important. They will all have x squared. You could write it right here. You could get rid of this guy and put an x squared. And most of the time, we will get 2 answers, right? How do I know 2? Because the little squared thing tells me I get 2. When we go to the next chapter and we have 3s, we will get 3 answers. And when we have 4s, we will get 4 answers. But today and for the next 2 weeks, we're going to get 2 answers, right? Now, if you're thinking, Mrs. Tarantino, haven't we been doing quadratic equations this whole time? Here's a thing that you need to kind of know, but not super know. We've been dealing with quadratic expressions. You might want to write this guy down. Look at this guy. X squared plus, let's go, 6x plus 8. That is a quadratic expression. And here's why it's an expression. It has no equal sign. And when we did it, if you noticed, all we would do is mess with that guy, right? We do our little factoring, and we get in a little factored form, and we go, oh, that's x plus 2, x plus 4, because we did our little x, right? But we didn't actually get an answer. We just kind of messed with him. All you can do with expressions is mess with them. But today, and for the rest of this chapter, we will be doing quadratic equations, and that means they have an equal sign. And we're going to be looking for actual answers like x equals 2, or x equals 4, or you can write it like this, x equals 2 or 4, or you can even do the little squiggly thing, say 2 and 4. That means those are our answers. So tonight, we're going to be looking for answers. And most kids will say, how do I know when I just mess with it? How do I know when I get an answer? It doesn't have an equal sign. Now, in math, we don't make things easy. We don't just say, it's the answer. Some people, some books refer to these as the solution. Some books refer to these as the root. Some will refer to them as the zeros. Any of these mean the same thing. What is the answer, right? What is the answer? Okay, now, this next part is, I have to tell you, because it explains why that we're doing what we're doing, but it's going to get a little weird. There are 4 ways to solve any equation with an x squared in it. There are 4. We're going to learn all 4 today. I'm lying. We're going to learn 1. We're going to learn 1. We're going to take the next week and a half to learn 4, right? So the first one that we're going to learn today, you will like, because it's easy. It's my favorite. And it's by using factoring. And it's super easy. And the question is, in another class I said, well, why don't we just do that and not the other ones? It doesn't always work. That's the problem with factoring. A lot of times it works, but not always. The second thing we're going to learn Thursday and Friday after we take our quiz is square roots. which is one of my favorites because I have a weird Mrs. Tarantino way to teach it, and there's violence and prison and people in jail and trampy chicks that wait out front of jail to hook up with prisoners. You'll like it. It's really good. So square roots. Again, why not just square roots the whole time? Because it doesn't always work. The third way is graphing. Now, right now, a lot of you are like, ugh, I hate graphing. Well, I have good news. We're going to do almost all of it with technology. And when I show you how to do it with technology, after we kind of learn the basics, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's so easy. And that's so nice. Hold on, guys.
COVID kids don't
So the
like you.
question again would be, why don't we just do graphing? Almost always works, but not always. And the last one, I'm not going to lie, is the worst one. And I'm curious to see, in a minute, I'm going to ask how many have seen the words I'm writing up, and we'll see if anyone remembers what it means. The last way is the yuckiest way. We don't spend a ton of time on it, but the reason we have to learn it is it always works. I had one kid in one of my classes one year who said, can I just use method 4 for everything? And I thought, you are like a glutton for punishment, but you can. And it is our friend, the quadratic
Formula.
Are we learning it today? No. Are we even learning it this week? No. Next week, toward the end of the week, right? Do we spend a ton of time on it? No, because the reality is, if I can use anything else, I will do it before I go to this guy, right? So there's only a few times when you have to go to him, and that's when you've tried everything else, because he's a pain in the butt, right? That's where we're heading. What are we doing today? We're starting with the easiest. Is that cool? You will like it. It is easy. Okay, rolling on. Now, you know me, I'm not a big property fan, but this one I gotta actually show you the property. There's a goofy property called the zero product property, and what it says is this. You might want to write this one down. It's the only property you gotta actually write down. So here's what. I'm going to tell you I got two numbers. They're going to multiply to be 0, right? I got this guy times this guy, and they equal 0. And I'm going to say this guy right here is 5. I know he's 5. What's the other number? Anyone know what the other number has to be no matter what? What? 0. He has to be 0. Because guess what? That's the only way to make 0 is by one of the numbers being 0. There is no other two numbers in the world that will multiply to be 0 except 0 times something. So what we're doing tonight is I'm going to be having two little things, and I'm going to be setting them equal to 0 because it means it gives me a cool little tricky way to solve equations. So when you're thinking, Mrs. Tarantino, why do you keep wanting these to equal 0? Because that means one of them has to be 0. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try some problems. It's going to seem a little weird at first. So let me put this guy over here. Oh, sorry. Go back. Get out of there. Okay, let me move him. Okay, here we go.
Sword fun.
This is number 1. I have two little things right here. They are multiplying together, and they are equaling 0. I have this little guy, and I have this little guy.
Why'd you erase my smiley
And
face?
I want to actually figure out what number could I plug in to make this thing actually work. So what I'm telling you is this guy either has to be 0 or this guy has to be 0. So watch what I'm going to say. What number could I plug in for this guy right here that would turn that guy into 0? In other words, what take away 7 gives me 0.
Earthquake.
It should be really easy number. 7. Does that make sense? Because watch what happens. 7 take away 7 is 0.
Sorry
And you're
guys, it's
thinking,
because of
well,
this.
Mrs. Tarantino, how does that make it the right answer?
She's crippled
Watch what
and
happens.
stupid.
7 minus 7 is 0. 7 plus 1 is 8.
Put my-
But what is 8 times 0?
0. Doesn't matter with that number.
Exactly. So 7 is one of my answers. 7 works.
As long as you mix one up with one.
Well, as long as one of them is 0, it will work. So let's look at this guy. Let's try this guy. What could I plug in to make that guy turn into 0? It's 1. What would make the 1 go away? Negative 1. So let's see if it works. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Negative 1 and 7 is negative 8. If I times them together, I get 0. So guess what? Negative 1 works also. So you're thinking, wow, Mrs. Tarantino, that's a lot of thinking. I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to do it without a lot of thinking. So watch this. I'm writing this one down. You could write it down somewhere. This
Kids
is
are
a new problem.
confused.
X plus 5, x minus
That was
2 equals 0. Watch the shortcut, because you know me. The long cut is thinking about it. The shortcut is, what's the opposite of positive 5?
Negative 5 and 2.
Negative 5. That's one of my answers. What's the
shit.
opposite of positive 2? I'm sorry, negative 2.
The other one's 2. Dumbass. Told you.
That's my... I hope that wasn't to me.
Oh, no,
Oh,
man.
I'm like, wow.
No, it's a Jason. It's okay.
That hurt my feelings. I just made a problem.
Oh, wait, this is made up?
I just wanted you to see it. I just wanted you to see it.
He
Okay,
was like, wow, that was bold. He called me that.
nice. So, how do I
Like,
write
I'm
my
not
answers?
offended, but like, you're
Wait, wait.
testing me?
Couple ways.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to put your mouse back up. Yeah, like that. So, one way is you could do this. X equals 5,
He looks stupid.
or 2. You could do it like that. Or you could get kind of tricky. You could do these little brackety things. Like this.
The crunchy noise.
Okay, we're going to try a tricky one. You guys ready? Let's take a look at this guy right
Wow,
here.
I think that's doing a
Let's
lot.
do number 2. Stop that. Okay, let's look at this
Shoot,
guy
I
right
wasn't
here.
even
You
paying
guys ready?
attention.
Okay, but wait till you do it. Emma, it's gonna be super easy. You're gonna like this. Okay, let's do the first little parenthesis. First little parenthesis, super easy. How do I get that negative 6 to go away? What's the opposite of negative 6?
Plus 6.
Plus 6, yay. That's one of my answers. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, the other one's scary. Now, I'm gonna show you the official way to do it, but I'm gonna teach you a shortcut, so don't
Good
write
job.
this down. Just watch me. The official way to do it is this, is to turn it into a little baby problem. Yuck! We don't want to do that, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, oh, add 8 to both sides. I have some students who feel like, Mrs. Tarantino, that makes me happy. I'm just going to do it because I hate your shortcuts. That confuses me. So,
It didn't work.
yep, no. So if I plugged in 8 over 3,
No.
it would make this whole thing disappear. So one of my answers is 6. One of them is 8 over 3.
You need to see
But
the
I am going to show you a shortcut. A shortcut. Ready for the shortcut? Do you guys remember how we did the divide and slide? We put it under and then we slid it. I'm going to unslide it. Where does that 3 go if I unslide it?
To the outside.
It goes, remember this? Like right underneath that guy.
What?
And what's the opposite of negative 8 over 3?
Wait.
But it's still a fraction.
That's okay, because it's an answer. Answers can be fractions. There's more.
Did you just say no?
I don't like them.
I know, but we don't have to do anything with it. We just accept
We
it.
just leave it there?
2 point, yeah, 2.6. Actually 2.6. 7. Okay, put it away, guys. I want you to try this one. Everyone trying this one on their own. Here we go.
Wait,
X minus 3.
Why is it really so hard? What?
Yo.
Suck
whoa.
out the answers. Try this one. Everyone's doing it.
Wait, where do we do it?
Just on your on your whiteboard desk and on your arm. Try this one. Just suck. You can do it just by looking at it. You don't even have to write it. You can just write the answer down on your arm, on your sleeve.
That one don't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
No, I know.
Slide the
I know
5
that.
back.
Okay, so.
Can we slide the 5 under the 4?
Yes, and then do the opposite. So instead of being positive, it will
5 over
be
4.
negative.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Lily.
And then we have.
Oh, I have to write it?
No, you don't, but that was
Oh,
beautiful.
okay.
Lily. Perfect.
Thank you. I'm so good.
So hopefully that
Yo.
took you like 2 seconds,
Yo,
right?
I'm having things.
What's one of my answers? What's the easy one?
Three.
3, sure.
Trays.
What's the
What if
scary
it's in her
one?
eyelids?
Orchids.
Or not eyelids, eyelashes.
So almost perfect, but remember if the sign
Alright.
is positive, the
So the
opposite
kids,
will
what's
be
your take on eyelashes?
negative.
Yay or nay?
They just seem like the type of people that curl their eyelashes.
I told you it looks weird.
Wait,
Okay,
do it one more time.
okay,
I
so
don't know.
you take the opposite of what's ever
COVID.
here, right? So if it's
Can you stop
negative 3,
making it
it would be 3.
earthquake?
I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm
I didn't
crippled.
get it here, but I got the stupid 5.
Oh, you can't
so
do
put
it. You
like this.
suck. Like you suck dick.
Do the opposite.
Okay, what if I like sucking dick? What if it's a hobby?
Okay, here we go. And
Well
you're
then.
Mrs. Tarantino, but then why have we been doing all this other weird stuff?
Comment, kids, what do you think? Comment down below.
Okay, last 2, best 2.
You
Jason's
just
watching
read on
me. Here we go.
YouTube.
Last 2, best 2. What the holy hell? It's not in parentheses. So guess what? We put it in
My name
parentheses.
is Jason Druger.
No, it's
But it's so
not.
easy.
They're
It's
literally
so
about to
easy.
see a reveal of
Every
us
time.
at the
not?
end.
You can. But this is it. This is
I see
it.
Jason.
And then I'm quiet. This is last 2.
Nothing.
We can do it.
Don't worry about it.
It's not even scary. Don't you guys got this. It's not even scary.
So what do we do?
So we should have a boxing match on this.
Factors of 30 that make
Yeah, on
11. 2 numbers that multiply to be 30, add up to be. Oh, it's math again. But you know, shocking. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, you guys ready?
Oh,
Factors of 30 that make 11.
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Oh, wait.
5 times 6 is 30. 5 plus 6 is 11. So
Oh,
now it's n
wait.
n plus 5.
Huh?
N
Did you say she
plus
was a
6.
druggie?
But I
No,
need
literally, I
to
used
get
to.
the.
No, just wait,
I
never
need to
mind.
go the
What?
next step. It's
Never mind.
super easy.
Bro, we're
The next
almost
step
done.
is
I know.
suck
That's
your
why I
answers
stopped.
out. Opposite of positive 5 is negative
Should I stop
5.
talking for a quick
Opposite
sec?
of positive 6 is
PK.
negative
I
6.
am a
You're supposed to
PK.
protect this community.
Done. That's why we've been doctorate. That's why we've been doctorate.
It's okay, my church is in Redwood City, so it doesn't count.
Why is it
Right, and then you know what?
You're saying you push
That's
at
the
your
tricky
church?
part. That's the game.
I what?
You push at
Do
your
the
church?
last one, number 4, and then I'm shutting up. Do number 4. I'm going to pass
You
out your
sell
homework.
at your church.
Do number 4, please. Do number 4 with your
You
neighbor.
sell drugs at your church.
No. That's what I said.
Wait, what do you mean?
Never mind.
Factors of 5 and.
Why would I sell drugs at my
Like
church?
criminal.
Oh my god, I bought?
Lily,
4.
Yes.
do number 4, please.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Thank you.
What about you? You literally haven't written one thing.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
Never
Okay,
do.
do number 4.
He hasn't written anything.
That's okay, as long as he knows how to do it.
Loser.
We
Well,
do
dude,
have
so I could
SS
copy
today.
it.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Wait, oh, we
Wait,
have
we
it right
have
now?
SS? I mean SS?
And,
Wait, what?
Wait, do we end the video?
are you, no,
My coffee shakes
Oh,
are
okay.
go away. That's good.
COVID kids.
Happy? There.
What time is it?
It is,
Longest
52.
coffee shakes I've ever had.
What do you?
This Tarantino, you ever get like coffee
Oh,
shakes
fuck.
where like you had so much coffee like your body just like
One time I
Thanks.
Guys, reveal.
No, not yet. You can't even do it. We have to go behind the camera.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, you can turn it.
No, we have to. We're gonna do like a
What
whole
happened? You can
show.
turn it.
We're gonna be on like on the right desk of the corner. We're gonna stop. You're gonna reveal the reveal too early.
Oh shit, we're revealing the reveals, guys.
No, not yet.
doing 1 through 10 if you're kind of a baby,
Can we hurry up
and
so
you're
we can
trying
use it?
11 and 12,
Right.
if you're kind of brave. But
Okay,
let's
let's
take a
go.
look at this one
Reveal.
real quick. I am gonna just really quickly,
Once she cuts
I'm
it
gonna
out.
get my little X out.
She better not cut
Factors
it
of
out.
5
Cut her.
that add, that make 4 when I
You
put them
cannot
together.
say
It's gonna be
We're gonna have a
5
rally.
minus
We're gonna be in Cooper's
1, X plus 5.
It's not even like.
X minus 1. My answers are X equals negative 5 or
Where the
positive 1. The only thing that's new tonight
I
after
did
a
it.
lot of notes is just sucking your answer out. I just had to explain where it came from. Thank you, COVID.
Wait,
kids.
we gotta do the reveal. We're revealing
Oh
who we
yeah,
are.
we're
Gabby, go
revealing our
first.
taping because
Oh.
new people will tape. So COVID kids,
Hello.
you have been your
Go.
videographers
Our
for the
entertainment
quarter.
You're
has ceased
welcome.
to exist.
Are you gonna
And
show yourself?
1 through
Oh.
10 if
Show
you're
yourself.
a baby. 1 through
I'm Ginger.
11
What's
or
up, guys?
12 if you want to go bad at it.
What's up? Back to
Hey.
the YouTube channel.
Go, Jacob.
Baby girl.
Oh wait, we gotta reveal a smiley face. Bye guys.